today on 15 on 15.
Carnival season is here. We've got the full schedule for you. Plus, we tend to eat to entertain, distract, or comfort ourselves sometimes. There is a difference between wanting to eat and needing to eat. And the Me Poor I Can Foundation aims high for their next charity event. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. Carnival season is officially here. SMAC, the foundation taking over the organizing of the events, announced the official schedule for Carnival 2015. The kickoff event, which is Aruba's Torch Parade, will be on Saturday, January 10th, 2015 in Orangestad. The next parade will be dedicated to the kids. The Children's Balloon Parade in St. Nicholas will be on January 18th, 2015. And now the Children's Parade in Nord will then be on January 31st, 2015. Who can forget the big Children's Parade in Orangestad, which will take place on February 1st, starting at 2 in the afternoon. Aruba's Tivoli Lighting Parade in Orangestad will take place 6 days after the Children's Parade on February 7th. The Grand Children's Parade in St. Nicholas is the following day. The lighting parade in St. Nicholas will be on Thursday as usual on the 12th of February. The Grand Parade in St. Nicholas will be a very romantic one as the event falls on Valentine's Day. And drum roll please, the big day in Orangestad is marked for the day after, which is on the 15th of February, scheduled to begin at noon. Happy Carnival. Speaking of Carnival, the official jingle for this year's festivities has been launched as well. RBC is sponsoring the track this year, and it was unveiled with plenty of enthusiasm and excitement at their branch on Thursday.
Bom, em nome de RBC vez mais, e quero mencionar a bonita jingle aqui que invita a desejar ao pueblo carnavalesco de Aruba tremendo, feliz Carnaval 61, sano naturalmente, pero enjoy. De você Aruba Tele.
On 15 on 15 this week, I shared with you an interview I did with 4 comedians from New York City. We found out about how they started their career, we found out about their style for their stand-up routines, and much more. But now, let's put them in the spotlight for a few jokes.
When I was young, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I went online to become a private detective. It was a private detective school online, and I paid online. Then I never heard from them again. I thought to myself, I either got ripped off, or this is my first case.
That's pretty good. Brian, however, incorporates Aruba into his next joke. See what you think.
People here in Aruba are so nice, but it's such an interesting kind of nice. We're not used to that in New York. I went up to the airport here, and I asked the information guy, is there a bathroom around? And the guy was like, you want the closest one? It's like, I don't even know what to say to that question. Like, what do you, no, I kind of like to drag out the discomfort as long as I can, actually. You got anything with a cab ride or a connecting flight involved? You know, a lot of people take the first bathroom that comes along, but you know me, I like to shop around. It's a big decision. I'd like to sample 3 or 4 before I rush in and make my selection. There you go. So that's Aruba for you. Thank you.
When we come back, we'll discuss the difference between needing to eat and wanting to eat. Also, kittens aren't just good for internet craze. We'll explain all that next. Stay with us. When we return, find out how kittens can help you be free of stress. Thanks for staying tuned to 15 on 15. I have a question for you. How do you really know when you are actually hungry and not just bored? So many things can masquerade as hunger and have you reaching for a snack before you realize you don't physically need one. Many of us struggle with head hunger, meaning confusing wanting to eat with needing to eat. We use food to entertain, distract, comfort, and even calm ourselves. Eating when you're physically hungry as opposed to for any other reason is beneficial in various ways. You'll consume less food because rather than eating until the food is gone, your physical satiation cues will tell you when to stop. Since you aren't turning to food when you're stressed or bored, you're more likely to go for options that are actually good for you. By paying attention to whether you're physically hungry, you can tackle any other urge to eat in a more effective way than with a binge. If you are on the web, then you would know that cats and kittens have somehow taken over the internet. There is an infatuation going on globally with this type of animal. Whether you are a dog or cat person, apparently these furry friends can help you relieve stress. Take a look at this video to see how.
Oh my gosh, where do I even begin?
From 1 to 10, my stress level is at about a 6.
My stress level today is probably in between a 7 and an 8.
Well, my phone was just a stressful situation. I dropped it, I lost all my contacts.
I just came out of court and just trying to relax, trying to get away from all that stress.
My recent breakup is a little bit of a stress.
I'm an independent contractor and I work for myself.
One thing that brings me stress is deadlines.
It always seems like it's gonna fall apart at any second.
I drove to Arizona and back yesterday. The top 3 things that stress me out: not having enough time.
All I want to do is relax. I just don't know how.
Welcome to this guided meditation. Are you ready? Let's begin. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your body begin to relax. Listen to the gentle purring of the happy kitten. Purr, purr, purr. Now, open your eyes.
You know that talk is cheap. I keep talking as I turn my cheek. You know that no one really cares. Did you know that? Did you know that? It wasn't that long ago. We learned each other's fears and God, I miss the way you cry. Did you know that? Did you know that? I am coming back, back into your life.
You can't be stressed after sitting in a box full of kittens.
Being around young creatures just reminds you to take it easy.
It was great, unexpected, and adorable. You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Right now?
Personally, I'm a dog person, and I even think that this could actually be potentially a great stress reliever. Let's take a break now. Here's what's coming up next. Next, find out how one bus can make all the difference in the world to children with a physical disability. The holiday season is quickly approaching. Are you in that warm mental state yet where giving back to the community is a priority? If yes, perhaps Fundación Mi Por's next charity event, focusing on high fashion as well as assisting children with physical disability, will be something that you want to contribute to. Josie Vanderbeest is part of the Fundación Mi Por, the I Can Foundation. For their annual event this year, it is Go Big or Go Home.
Well, it's the end of the year, and as is for the 4th year already, the Mi Por Foundation organizes the Fashion with a Cause event. And usually we focus on 10,000 guilders in funds to help the kids with paramedical therapies and leisure activities and whatnot. But this year, it's a whole different ball game, because this year we're aiming for 100,000 with Fashion with a Cause. And it's bigger. Like every year we try to excel the previous event. So this year it's going to be definitely excelling all the previous events, because we're aiming for 300 people to attend and help Fundación Mi Por.
This bus is the reason for the high expectations. The vehicle may physically be here, but necessary funds are still required to get the transportation on the road.
Why you're going to reach 100,000 is because we are aiming to put our special need bus on the road for January. So it happens to be, it's a long story made short right now, Yentl. We have 2 great athletes that ran throughout since 2012. They were lobbying to have funds to help us with a bus. So they had a total of almost 60,000 between sponsorship. So when push came to shove that we had to order, they sent me, and you know how I get very excited, and I thought ordering a bus for only 2 wheelchairs is not what we're here for. Mi Por stands to help kids with a physical impairment, so our clients are mostly wheelchair dependable. So we need a bus that aims for at least 6 wheelchairs.
So Josie said the team decided to go for it. The bus will give the 35 members of Mi Por endless opportunities to take part in new activities as well as new types of therapy sessions. Without the bus, the physically impaired clients are limited.
It's needed. We have the kids, we have 35 kids, and not all the parents have transportation, a good transportation for a kid that has a wheelchair. So they're limited of going to therapies because they don't have a transport. They cannot go with the public transport. So they don't have a transport to go to therapy nor to the doctor. Some of them don't go to school because of this problem. So having the bus here and almost having it on the road by January is a great milestone, because now we know, we already planned activities we're going to do with the kids.
The Fashion with a Cause event takes place on December 6th at the showroom in Garage Cordia. The facility has the capacity to host up to 300 guests. The goal is to raise 100,000 florins. It will be a high fashion show for men and women. One of the brands involved will be BCBG. Tickets are $100. Call 593-3201 for yours. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.